Well, it's a beautiful fall day out here at Pleasant Valley Campground. My family and I had bought a brand new camper this year because of COVID. We weren't really sure if we could go to other campgrounds and do the things we like to do, so we ended up getting a seasonal campsite out here at Pleasant Valley Campground. But it has actually turned out to be one of the worst camping experiences of our lives because as you will see in the video, this is no longer a very nice place to be. Long story short, many of these people have been out here, seasonal campers, so retired people have been out here for 20 plus years, 10 years, 5 years. They've all put a lot of effort into, building their decks and making their sites look really nice because they're here for the long haul. About a week ago, I came out here to stay in my camper. I'm in a stage production right now, so I came out here to be all by myself and rehearse my lines, and I came out here and my water was disconnected. So I was like, okay, well, I'm paid to be here. So I called the owner and he said, yeah, I winterized early this year. And I said, well, we're here. He's like, well, too bad. You got a camper, you got water, tough it up. That's not exactly what he said. There were a lot of swearing and stuff. But anyways, I tried. I think we both calmed down. And I said, okay, well, whatever. What was your reaction about the water? Like, how did you find out your water was shut off?
I saw him walking around.
Okay.
And I was here taking my deck down, and I saw him walking around, and he came here and just unhooked it, and then I saw him go over there, and then I realized, wait a minute, he's turning the water off.
Then I came back here a few nights later to stay in the camper again, and my gate pass wouldn't work, so I called the management. They said that they were only open from 10 to 6 that day. I'm like, I'm camping out here, like it's not a, like I'm trying to get to my trailer. She said, well, you can't stay there tonight. So I called the owner. He said that because someone from the campground had called the health board about the water being shut off, that they'd actually deemed the campground unsafe, so everybody could not stay here. Nobody could stay here anymore. It was unsafe. So the owner said, if you want to thank somebody, thank the person who called the health board. Well, you're the one who shut the water off, Mr. Owner. You shut the water off, and I can't even flush my tanks right now when I leave. And the health board comes in and shuts us down. Well, that's all on you. If you'd left the water on until even today, people would have had water and been able to get their trailers out properly, cleanly, and everybody would have been happy. So our neighbors over here built this, they've had this trailer here for 20 years or more, I think, and they had built an extension onto the side, a nice one, put a new roof on. Recently had done a lot of interior renovations, and they had put a deposit down, and we all assumed we were going to be able to come back next year, and they were told to leave. So they can't tow this trailer out because, well, first, they're too old. Second of all, that's not going anywhere. It's been there for 20 years, so they just have to lose their investment.
We were frustrated because we got this site on top of the fact that it was supposed to be cleared out for us and leveled. It wasn't. So we had
the same problem.
We brought in all this P-rock. So we spent over $1,000 just on the rock alone.
Just on the rock, just to level it out.
Just to level this site out in the spring. And then Nigel built a brand new deck. So we built a brand new deck with all the wood prices.
Oh boy, I can see why he took your wood back too.
Then all of a sudden, at the end of the year, we're told, like he had just basically finished it.
Yeah.
Like we still had little odds and ends, and so
well,
that's
my goodness.
So now, something we just built, we had to rip all down, and now thousands of dollars is left.
The person who owned this site, this was his beautiful deck back here, and he'd been out here for a few years, and he was retired, and he said that it really wiped him out. Finding out that he had to move out because they were planning on putting a new trailer in here. And so there's a lot of stories like that where people's lives were actually really disrupted by how this was all handled. So I'll keep walking around the campground, and hopefully we'll get some more images, and we can show you a little bit more about what's going on. But look at how beautiful this is or was, and it's all over.